Quick intro. I gotta figure out how to film. So this is my ugly workshop. I say ugly because the walls aren't finished and stuff. And I was planning on getting them painted and everything before I had the TVs up and stuff. But I like to have Netflix and things going in the background and YouTube while I'm working. And I haven't been able to work down here as much lately because I've been doing some other stuff, because this is just what I do in my free time. And this is a work in progress, but I'll get it looking nicer in the future. I want to talk about that TV right there. So we had some TVs that people gave me back in the day, because for a while I was repairing some TVs for fun. I thought it was fun to learn. I learned a little tiny bit about it. I don't know a lot about it. And that one was a TV that a relative had given me because it just went dead. It was black. And I'm going to go over real quick what we did to fix it. So I know this is a crafting channel generally, but I thought maybe people might want to see that too, because some of these older TVs you can actually still fix, and the parts aren't very expensive. So let's get into that. Oh, one of the things I wanted to show, I still have them here. I'll have to focus up close. I don't know if this is going to show. So these are the capacitors that were on the circuit board. Let me grab that. So this is what was in the TV, that TV back there that wasn't working. And one of the first things I check is, where are we at? These guys, they're capacitors. These are the new ones that we put in this one, because here's the old ones. They're a little bit different size, but these are rated to be able to handle what these handled. I won't even go into that, but what I wanted to show you is, let's focus up close here, shall we? Okay, there's a normal one, and here's one that went bad. Now usually, I don't know if you can see on there that this one is swollen right there between those two wires compared to this one that's flat. It might be kind of hard to see on here, but it's bulged. This guy is, and it is, yeah, so you can see how it's sticking up, doesn't look straight. Usually this end is what swells on here. These guys swell like and pop. Sometimes though it is on the bottom. But anyway, we took these out, you know, with the solder gun, and soldered in some new ones and turned it on, and we could tell that the screen was working but the backlights weren't. So then it's like, oh, okay. And so we'll go into that. While I was looking for new backlights, I actually found a new one of these for like $13. And I was like, man, for $13 to have all new components, because to be honest, I've had these ones for years and years and years in a little baggie, and they're past their expiration date, so I didn't think they'd last that long. So I wanted to explain that. And I just thought I'd show real quick just us getting another workshop TV up and going. It's an older TV, but you know, this is just a workshop, and that thing's gonna get full of dust and whatever. Let's focus on it back there. But yeah, like I said, we sit and watch YouTube. I actually have a TV over there, and then we have a TV there, and I might actually have that TV hooked up on that wall too, so that whoever's working at whatever bench, because it's not just me that's gonna be working down here, my family's gonna be doing stuff too while I'm down here, because we like to craft together. Anyway, we will have it so that you don't have to sit there and have your head cranked to see what's going on the show. You can just glance up once in a while you're working. And I just like to have it set up like that. So I have old TVs that I've repaired here, there, and everywhere around here. I'll have them all hooked up. And we'll make all this look better someday down the road when we have time, because right now, not important. I'm not very focused, am I? So yeah, today's a craft man day. I got my shirt on, so I thought I'd have that showing that, yeah, TV works now, and we'll show you how we repaired that real quick. Okay, so we have a TV here that we are going to repair. I've already taken it apart. because we originally took it apart. Oh, and the screws are on there, and I'll spill them. And we took the old ones, the 3 capacitors off here because one of them had gone bad. We took those off. We, unsoldered them, whatever you want to call it, and soldered these new ones in. But the problem was my capacitors I had actually are past their expiration date, technically. So I was worried they wouldn't last too long anyway, being as old as they are. And we also discovered that the LEDs in this were burnt, and we'll show you that in a minute. And while I was looking and found some new LED strips, I got 2 new LED strips for this TV for like $15, $16 shipped. So I thought, why not? That way I don't have to bypass the burnt one and have a kind of a dead spot. Anyway, so I ordered those, and at the same time I found that I could get a whole new, I guess you call it circuit board, this whole new part, the entire thing brand new for $13. So I just ordered a new one of these, and we already put that in. And that's simple. You basically just have a plug here and a plug here, and then the screws that you put it in with. So you just unplug that, take the old one off, put the new one on, plug them in, and done. So that was not really anything to show. We were going to show you've seen people solder things, but we just put new capacitors on, which is what I quite often have to do to repair these TVs. But this one actually had burned out LEDs. This TV is like a 2009, 2010, I think, or well, actually maybe this is a different one. I'm trying to remember. This might be like a 2013 TV, but I'm going to lift this screen carefully. You gotta be really careful because they can break easy. It's glass, it's really thin. I'll have you get that towel, just don't snag it on there. So taking the TV completely apart is kind of a pain because all the clips and everything. We'll kind of go in reverse and show that a little bit. I'm just going to move this screen out of the way. Thanks, bud. So this TV was a relative's TV, and it died. And they're like, "Here, you want it?" Because they knew I fixed TVs once in a while, and so they just gave it to me when it was dead. So I thought, yeah, I'll try to fix it. I can, because you buy these capacitors. Sorry, I've got a mess over here. I'm not sure where my other bag of them went, but you buy those capacitors fairly cheap if you just make sure you have the right ones. And I just always made sure I had a variety. Then I can just replace bad capacitors. But this one, like I said, had burned out LEDs. The nice thing is these are cheap now. So what we have here, and I have to keep them all in the order they came off in so I can put them back in the right order, is your diffuser panels. I don't know the correct terms for all of them, but they're what sit behind your TV, your actual screen, that the light shines on, and it diffuses the light out evenly. And that way you get this nice even backlit behind your LCD screen, because your LCD screen itself is not bright enough to really even be able to see when it's lit up. For example, this TV, the screen would light up, would work normal on it, and if you tipped around the light carefully, you could tell it was on and was working. But these LEDs back here were in a series or whatever, so when one burned out, they all burned out. I'll show you that in just a sec. We'll unplug these. They're only plugged in on the one end. But what we've got to figure out is how to undo these clips so we can reuse them. These little guys right here. So I got to pull these clips off, but I'm just going to tip this up and show you. So this guy's burned out. I'm hoping that's focused. I'm probably not even in the screen. This one's burned out right here. And oh, we got to turn our lights on. Will you click that on for me, bud? And that one over there. I don't know if I have a good way to show this. I'll have to edit out a lot of this. It might not show on here that well. You just have to trust me, but oh yeah, I'm dragging my speaker around. Let's not do that. Okay, I'm just going to pick up the camera here in a second and show you. Okay, where's it focused? So this one is burned out, and so this whole strip won't work. And this one is burned out. You can see that. Let me focus on it. And so this whole strip won't work. So there's the 2 new strips down there for, like I said, I think they're $16. So basically for what I spend, about $32, I'll have all new components in this TV, and it'll be a brand new 32-inch TV. It'll last a lot longer. So we have to take these little white clips out. I got the speaker just hanging here because it unclipped when I took that stuff off. Maybe it'll sit there. I got to try to just pop these clips with a pair of pliers. You just pinch them in and pop them through, and then we'll reuse those. I can almost do it with my fingers right now, but so we're going to take these out and I'm just snapping new ones on. I'll show you that in just a sec. I'm not sure where this is focused at. I think we're good right there. So what we're doing is popping these little clips through to hold the lights. Whoops, there went that light. Flew. Oh, shoot. Yeah, we don't want to lose those. Oh. Those are those little pop clips. Set them there. 2 of them are behind these components, so we have to undo them real quick. Like I said, you can buy these pretty cheap. This one's still good. Doesn't have anything that really will go bad on it right now. Everything seems good on it. Everything's functioning. This one is the one that had a bad capacitor on it, plus it had burned out LEDs. So, and I think the capacitor went bad after the TV sat, because it was working and then the screen didn't work, which means I think it was when the LEDs burned out. And capacitors can go bad just with age. You can just get too old. I'll hold on to it while you take out the last 2. Got my assistant helping me. This is Redneck TV repair. I'm not very knowledgeable, but I learned enough that I can get by with some of them. Okay, so there's one of the clips if you want to pop that through. There you go. And then put this back on. You get that top left one.
We're going to put the clips back.
They just push through. We won't need to. Yeah, it'll be fine.
Okay.
Just don't want to lose the clips. No, do this top left one up here first. And then we can have it hanging by the top while we do the bottom ones. This TV hasn't been plugged in for days and days and days, so there's no chance of, when we took that off, of the capacitors having any energy stored in them, so we don't end up tasing ourselves with it, or whatever you want to call it. You don't want to touch across the back of the capacitors and zap yourself.
Have those screws in the
I had a friend that took the capacitor out of those little disposable cameras. When you take the picture and then you hear it and whine for a second and reload the capacitor for the flash. He took that mechanism out and he would reload it with energy from the battery. And we were sitting there in class and he'd reach over and touch it on the back of someone's arm. And they about fly out of their desk. Yeah. I got in a little bit of trouble for that. Back in the day. You did that nowadays, they'd arrest you, I'm sure. Things are a little different. Just don't drop the pliers. You just pinch it first, and then you can push it through. Second pinch. Do you want me to do it? You hold this? You can get it.
I'll try to get it.
Just pinch it first without trying to push it through. There you go. Now try to push it on the second pinch. Kind of limbers it up. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. You can do it.
Oh man.
That one's kind of bent, so you gotta. Yeah, I gotta hold on to this because I don't want to unplug everything.
There we
go. Thank you. All right, now to put this guy back on just for one little clip.
Oh. Yeah, I have the screws in the order they were on.
Okay, it doesn't matter either way though. That'll be all right. Whoop.
I accidentally bumped out my.
It's okay. That's just part of the helps clip on the panel thing. Yeah.
Oh, I mean the circuit board.
Oh, you won't hurt anything on it. Just putting it back on. So we're just getting these clips out. And one. I'm probably not showing it on camera that well, but it's just a clip. You'll get over it. Two. And that's the weird wonky one. Three. So these are the old LED strips. Like I said, there's the burned out one on this guy. And these are very, 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 very soft aluminum on the back, and there's like a thin copper strip under the paint on here. And normally if you just have one burned out LED, you don't have to replace these whole things. You can just solder, scratch the paint off carefully down to the copper there, and solder a little wire, jump wire over them. But I'd rather, for $16, I'd rather get a brand new set, and I'm not just dealing with another burned out LED in a week, you know, because they're getting too old. Like I said, this TV, I think, I should look on it. I think it's actually 2011 or 12. I'm not sure. It's for these LCD screens, or TVs. They're pretty old. It's LED. Sorry, whatever. But anyway, they yeah, be careful. These they bend and break super easy. That already, you know, tore loose there, but you can see how easy they bend. So if you order them and you get them, be careful taking them out of the package, because you can ruin them in 2 seconds by just leaning on them. They go bad quick. It causes all kinds of problems. They're very delicate,
Like
so
a
be
paint cracked for me.
yeah. So be very careful with these if you do this. So here's the new ones. We will set them in place and snap them in. Plug them in, and hope they didn't send us faulty ones. I've never dealt with them before. So here's clip number one. You want to do that one?
Mhm.
Let's carefully plug it in too. They just have a little tiny plug on this end down here. Is all, and there's tape over it to help hold it in place. Kind of protect it. So we're missing one. I think we
It's
left it
right
under the
here.
TV. Oh, you got it?
Mhm.
Okay. All right. So then this guy goes this way. Plug it in carefully.
Oh, come on.
You getting it? You're probably blurry over there. I'm gonna
Okay.
focus you. You get it plugged in?
Yep. Oh, gotta get this one under the.
Don't worry about that too much. It's just tape. It's okay.
Yeah.
You want to snap it in?
Oh, I guess that went in. It like didn't even click.
Yeah, they're
Stayed.
a little bit used from taking them out a minute ago. Okay,
That's
so
it.
those should be done for that. Now it's just reassembly. Big part of that is this guy coming in here, getting it set up perfect on all these guys. Kind of don't want to go around that guy. It's like these new ones don't quite fit right, but that's okay. We'll just pretend it does.
Oh,
So
There we go.
these little tabs go over the metal. Here, bud.
hold on.
Carefully
This
without
one's
tearing it.
a little bit. Not one under.
It's okay. Though. You just pop it past like that, even if it tears it a little. See that? And then, as long as these are all on their tabs, and then we'll take these two sheets, set them in place. Doing them both at the same time because I just want to keep them in the order they were in, because knowing me, I'd get it reversed. Oh, I got them upside down apparently. inside there. Gently. They going on their tabs. Everything behaving. Look good. It's good. That's good enough. Okay. All right. Now, remember which part goes on first and second. This is last.
Wait, does the screen get held up over these?
Yeah, we gotta put it on in just a sec here. So we turn the TV around, so this is the bottom of the TV. I'm putting this back on, because if I remember right, and if I'm wrong, I apologize, because it's been weeks since I took this apart. This goes on first, and then the screen goes on it, the LCD itself. I'm pretty sure, so we're make sure all these little clips are popped all the way around it. These little pop-out tabs, I don't know if that'll show. Watch out, let me look at the camera real quick. Yeah, so down here, there's little tabs that pop over the plastic. The black goes over it. It's not lit up very well. We'll pull out a flashlight and show you these guys. Right there, all the way around. Make sure they're clipped. Then we'll set the screen in very carefully. Watch out. I'm coming through. Gently. Okay. I hope that wasn't supposed to go under this piece. No, it wouldn't have room. Okay, so these guys, man, I hope they don't go under those clips. It kind of looks like they do. So I got to almost lift the screen up and hook the bottom of those under those clips there. Bud, can you slide those under? Let me
What?
show you. I'm going to turn the camera off for a minute because it'll take a minute.
Oh,
so these, hold on, no. You can't pull on these, you don't want to tear these ribbons. But they all have to hook under these.
Okay.
Okay, so all the way across. I guess we'll still record, it'll be fine. Can you get them under there? Even on the end, see it? Kind of tip them down so they go under. You got that?
Hold on. That
Okay.
one's in.
Alright, this might be where we're going to have to hold it while you do the other one with one hand. Clear, clear. Okay, and that one's in.
Almost. Okay,
Good.
that one's in.
Okay, perfect. I'll set that down gently. Good thing I got a helper, because that would have been annoying. I did that alone. And these guys, looks like they bent the wrong way. Did I put that in backwards? There's no way that's the back side of the screen. No way. Oh hell, do we have this backwards?
I don't know, cause didn't they bend that way?
I have this backwards.
Oh man.
Let's unhook them and flip it around. That's so dumb. I didn't know I took that out. I had it flipped over at some point. Just lift them down out of there.
Okay. No, out. Oh come on. Middle one.
No, just use the bottom of it and pull it out. See those see that little clip? Push it down.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
go. Okay, let's flip this over.
Is that the? Oh
Yep.
yeah.
Yes, I had it backwards. Let's not tell anybody we did that, shall we? All the dust off it. Okay, one
Oh
more
yeah,
time.
there's lots of smudges.
Whoops, one more time, buddy. You gotta be very careful. That makes more sense now.
Can you
doesn't
lift it up a little bit?
It's tiny. Put it in first.
The
No, tip it in. There you go. Like
Okay,
that.
now
Now
that
I'll
one.
lift. And then snap the
needs
bottom
to
in.
be.
See where your left thumb is?
Yeah.
Push that in. Nope, you just popped it out.
No, because that one wasn't.
Push her in where your left thumb is. There, you see it?
Oh.
Oops.
Oh.
There you go, okay.
Okay.
Now this guy over here.
Okay, no.
Looks like
good, you're good. You got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Our screen's dirty. Okay, that was dumb. I had the screen backwards because when I took it apart, I had this face down, took everything off it, and it left the screen there. And I've been moving around upside down, and then I just picked it up upside down, even though the TV was flipped back over, and tried to put it back on. Because I'm an airhead like that. Okay, so while we've got this right here, we get this next part. Yeah.
It's like the part you see, right?
Yes. And that's what holds the screen in the front besides the ribbon clips that we'll do in just a sec. And I'll take the camera off for those. Have you film. Just push it down on it.
Yep.
There we go. Okay. Alright, I think we're good. Let's flip it over gently because that stupid speaker keeps coming off its little mounts. And I don't want to damage the speaker.
The old.
I wish it would stay put. Okay. We'll turn it around, make sure there's nothing under it. We're real professional here, I'm telling you. Okay,
How do you?
now
Do you pull this down?
down and go like that.
Okay.
Alright, now let's focus it over here. Okay, focus. You have to keep it in its range of focus. Keep right there close. Still recording. These guys, flip that little thing up, flip that one up, tuck them in tight, flip it down. That's all you do. They're pretty easy. And if you have them loose, it won't work. So you can check those later if it's not working. You just make sure, so flip them up, make sure it's in there snug. You don't want to bend or twist these. And that's hooked up now. And I'm just double checking. That's clipped in. Oh, we missed one there. That's now clipped in. Okay, sorry if it's a little blurry. We have it on manual focus and we're moving it back and forth. So, all right, I think we're good to go. Now it's just time to put the back on. And we got to make sure when we do that we feed this little guy into its spot here. Okay, so you feed this through, put it in there, and then just snap it back in place. And there you go. And then we'll get this set on there. This little access door goes right in here with the screw that goes in there, but we got to put, no, there's no screw that goes in that one. Okay. All right. Make sure everything's lined up right. Put screws back in it, plug it in and see if it works. Some people would plug it in, see if it works before they put the screws in, but you know, I'm gonna go the stupid route and I'll regret it later. Okay, alright, let's get her put back together, bud. You wanna put that back on the tripod?
Yep. Sorry, it's a little shaky.
Oh. No worries.
Okay.
Okay, moment of truth. We plugged in an HDMI cable. It's hooked to a Roku. Let's see if it works. See? Sometimes I do things right.
What?
Whoa. That took a second. Well, it's just the fact that it's linking through the splitter. It'll make that TV over there go black for a second while this one kicks on. That looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Alright, well let's try it. Turn on the Roku. I'm not sure where the volume's at on the... This has like a toggle switch on it I'm not used to running. Where are we at here?
If I can find our
Not
remote, I'll turn it
available.
on.
19. I just turned the volume up somehow. 18. 20. There. Okay. Volume's on. You want to go to Mr. Beast Live, see what that's about? I don't know. Something. You not find the remote?
No.
Oh, it's right there. We're over here. Found it. Okay.
Yeah, we found the remote.
Found the remote. We had a little trouble finding the remote there. Let's see. Oh, not live TV. Let's go. What's this Mr. Beast Live thing? We got a sound bar over there too, so this might be double sound and not sound the greatest.
Should have shot him a long time ago.
Wow.
He's one of the few humans
Sounds
to take
good.
a bear head on and survive.
Picture looks terrible. We got to adjust that.
And stores to steal food.
Wait, bears
Oh, no,
know how
it
to
looks
shop.
that bad on the other
Bears
one,
know
too.
how to shoplift.
Oh, yeah,
Imagine if
no.
every.
Let's go out of that. Let's go to.
Oh boy. Tail sliding a little bit.
Well, anyway, you get the idea. It works. Oh, I know what we'll do. Then we won't get in trouble. We'll go to Netflix. Or not Netflix. YouTube. Look what we did, Robin. It's fixed. Nice. Well, anyway. It works.
Sorry, I hit a huge wall. I just want to lay down.
We'll do Dan Hurt's little thing here.
Hey, it's me, your skin. This acne has me craving a maximum strength cleanse, but will it cause more discomfort?
We need to set
New
this.
CeraVe Acne Cream
It's
Wash,
turned up too
developed
bright
through
right now. I'll turn it
dermatologists,
down,
is
but-
powered with
Nice.
Well, hello everyone. I've had a lot of
Yeah, the
questions
contrast is
recently
too
about
high on
what's
it.
happening with that youth camp that I
Anyway.
maintained
Trees
that
tips over
burnt down
Nice.
over last year's big wildfires. Well, we couldn't do anything.
So it works. Redneck TV repair.
Yes, indeed.
All right, let's adjust this picture on it.
I'm gonna go kind of this way.
Okay, have fun.